So last week we spoke about knee arthritis, and this week we're going to talk about hip arthritis. It's a very common area for arthritic pain. So we're going to go through 3 very simple exercises that you can do at home. These are weight-bearing exercises, so a good starting point if you've got hip arthritis to build those muscles around the hip. So the first exercise is for the hip external rotators, which are really important muscles that stabilise the joint and very important to keep that balance there when you're walking. So in this position here, Nicole's on her side, so we're going to be doing the right hip, and have your knees bent up, the feet together, knees together to start with. And basically Nicole is going to put her hand on this area here, just behind the hip joint. So this is where the gluteus medius muscle is situated, and that's the muscle we're going to be working on. Okay, so Nicole is going to just draw her belly gently into her spine and then lift this knee, keeping the feet together and making sure she doesn't rotate the hip backwards, and then down slowly. So lifting, and you should feel that muscle working. Do you feel that muscle, Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And you're raising the knee, keep the feet together again, hold for a couple of seconds, and then lower slowly. Try and keep the movement very smooth and controlled. So you want to try and do about 10 of these, 3 sets for the day, and that's going to build that gluteus medius muscle. So the next exercise is also for the hip abductors, the external rotators of the hip, or more so the abductors actually with this exercise. So Nicole is going to straighten this leg and hold it there, pull the foot back, and just point the heel up a little bit towards the ceiling, and make sure this leg is in line with the torso, okay? And she's going to just basically lift the leg up and down slowly, down to the bed, and then going up. And she can put her hand just here to make sure that the pelvis is not hitching up too much, okay? And she's not getting too much tension in these muscles here. All right, so it's a smooth, controlled exercise, lowering slowly, and again, try about 10 repetitions of these, 3 sets for the day. So to progress these exercises, make them a bit harder, you would use a band, and you can put the band around both legs and make sure the bottom one's still a bit bent, and keep that top one there. So you can have the band probably around this area here and about mid-shin level, and do the same thing, and you can see that that band is working now to resist that movement. So this is, if you've done the basic one without the band and it's become quite easy and you feel like you're ready to progress, you'll add the band in. Now the other one you can do to progress is going back to that first exercise and using the band just above the knee there, and then doing the same movement we did initially, and just rotating that knee up. Good. And that band gives you nice resistance there. So you would do this if the basic exercise became quite easy and you felt you could do 12 to 15 reps without any problem. You can add the band in, and then you might need to reduce the reps again, 8 to 10 perhaps, and start back from there. So these exercises will really help to build the strength of the external rotators and the hip abductors. So this third exercise is done in prone, lying face down. Again, use a pillow underneath the hips, which just places the hamstring and the glute in a better position. So we want to basically just lift the leg. We're going to activate the glutes there, and they should switch on straight away to lift that leg. So I'm going to get Nicole to feel that this muscle is working, so she can feel it relaxed when she's at rest. And then as she lifts that leg, that should activate first, okay? Now if it's not activating first, you can actually squeeze that muscle, tense it up, and then lift the leg to make sure that glute is switched on when you're doing this movement, okay? So try and do about 10 repetitions of this, again 3 sets for the day, and this will build that glute muscle, a very important muscle for the stability and strength of the hip, and this will unload the hip joint, reduce your pain as well, and keep you nice and mobile. So try these exercises at home for your hip arthritis, and hopefully they'll make a difference. Now if you get any pain with any of them, just stop, give it a rest and try it again. If you're still having problems, get in touch with us or comment hip pain below, and we'd be happy to help out